Hey guys, it's Sel here again, doing another trailers versus movies. This time with the movie Tangerine. Let's see. Well, this is also like a review and a reaction video. I mean, I feel like I explained that the first time I did one of these. But yeah, if you don't know what Tangerine is, it was a Sundance film, came out last year, 2015. About trans sex workers. And what's cool about this movie is that it was shot using only an iPhone, which is like crazy. But it's super high quality. The characters feel real. And yeah, it's like pretty much someone's like life experience in a day, pretty much, because it's like played over the time span of a day. And I meant to watch this like I didn't know about it last year actually, but I know I found out about it like the beginning of this year, so I've been meaning to watch it, and I finally did. It's on Netflix. If you have Netflix, you can probably find it on other places as well. Yeah, so let me just check out the trailer and see how accurate it is.
Hey, Alexander, come here. Listen, have you seen Cinderella? Looks like someone has a
Cinderella.
Cinderella? What? Oh yeah, she's back. She's back and she's going hard.
Merry Christmas, bitch. I got something new to tell you about me and Chester.
I know what it is. You're breaking up with him. Thank God. I'm gonna be cheating on you like that.
Wait, what?
You didn't know?
White. Who is she?
Her name starts with a D.
Danny.
Desiree.
Destiny?
You're making me lose my game. She's some white fish.
Chester, is she know me with real fish?
Yeah, bitch, like a real fish, girl, like vagina and everything.
I mean, they kind of explain that there, but yeah, fish is a biological woman, you know, biological woman. But yeah, I didn't know what that was until actually, yeah, I'll explain that later.
Girl, come the fuck down. It's not that serious. I will go with you under one condition. You must promise me that there's not going to be any drama.
I promise.
Start
Look at me in my
drama.
eyes and promise.
I promise no drama. No drama.
No! What the fuck?
Oh, boy.
Help me off! You didn't have a Chris Brown the bitch. What did you do to her?
Does your friend ever shut up?
No, that bitch been talking ever since I met her.
Why does he owe you money?
We made a business transaction. You're not even hard yet. Fucking hard.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's her business transaction.
Chester.
Since him. Who's your man? Who's talking to you? Cindy, what do you see in him? Talk to me.
We've been out of jail for 24 hours. She's only causing drama. She called in the police. The cops are coming. Come on, Rob.
That was all crazy, honestly.
All about our
It already went by.
and that's it. This motherfucking girl thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So honestly, like, yeah, that did a good job. I remember I initially watched this trailer to see what it was about, essentially, because all I heard was Tangerine, a movie film using a phone, and that was kind of it. I didn't know anything else about this. But yeah, that was an accurate depiction of what this movie is. Honestly, the main character is Cinderella, and she just got out of jail for doing something. I don't know, she's like in jail for 28 days or something like that, and she was looking for her boyfriend Chester. Now Chester, who you see in the trailer too, is a pimp pretty much. He's her pimp, but they're also in a relationship, and they're actually engaged. And yeah, they actually got engaged before she got put in jail, which is funny. I just realized I was probably like diagonal. Weird. And what's happening? Like, I don't know, like when I described this movie to my friend, I told her it was like watching reality TV show, only better, even though they're both scripted. Like, this is so much better because like the characters are real. This is real life, and like the reality for a lot of trans sex workers, and yeah, like that ending too, like I'm not gonna spoil the ending, but it was just so like wow, these people are real, this is what trans people are going through. And like what sucks is that let's see, sex work is real work. I'll start off by saying that. But like what sucks is that like a lot of people who get into prostitution are homeless or immigrants or something like that. There's something going on. Most of them are doing it because they are poor and they don't have anything else to do. A lot of them are underage and have probably been kicked out because they were gay or trans and their family didn't want them in their lives, which again sucks. It also sucks that most homeless youth are LGBT, and even then most of them are trans. So it's just kind of crazy that we live in a world where people aren't accepted for who they are. And again, watching this movie, it was just like trans people aren't accepted mainstream, but they are sought after in these like sexual ways. And this movie was, you know, poking at that. Like the scene with the taxi driver wanting to know where Cindy was. Like that guy, I guess, is in love with Cindy, or at least in lust with her. Even though he's like married, he has a child, like a baby. That scene where they were saying the woman was calling the cops, that was his mother, who I guess was just like, where is my son? What is he doing? And like followed him or found him looking at that donut shop looking for Cindy, and like called his wife down with their child to like get him. I don't know, it was just like so crazy. But I mean, I'm not trans myself. I know trans people. I've known trans people just like the people in this movie. And I don't know, I really think it's just sad because it's just like, how are you gonna hate on a person who, you know, is just trying to figure out who they are, I guess. Not even that, like we all don't really know what we want with our lives, but to try to dictate your beliefs and thought processes onto another person, I think is really just messed up, you know, like, and people do that with religion, people do that with LGBT people, people try to force their racist views onto others because they believe in stereotypes and prejudices, even though they've never met any of the people that they have these preconceived notions about. You know, they're just like, oh well, I heard it from another person, so it must be true, you know, like I've never actually met anyone like this, but I assume that this is true. I mean, why would this person lie to me? You know, like I hate that. Like I hate that people can take information at face value and never actually look into it and gain their own opinion about something, especially when in this day and age where we have Google, we have information at our fingertips, but people are still so ignorant about a lot of things. And you know, it sucks we have to deal with people's ignorance, but you know, if that person is unaware of their ignorance, then of course they're not going to see any reason to change their ways or their views or something unless they're confronted by a person that's just like, you have shitty thoughts, you need to fix them, you need to clean them up, and like put them somewhere else because that shouldn't exist in 2016. And of course that's like, again, something to be said with Donald Trump, like how he's running for president. And you know, like, I know a lot of people would say that racism ended when President Obama got into office, which is like, no, that's a lie. Black people have been killed by police at higher rates, and it's just crazy how people can see that someone who is innocent, running away, unarmed, a child, trans woman, you know, and just like, instead of thinking that, you know, they were killed and they were innocent and they were killed for no reason, they'll try to paint them, the victim, the person that's dead, as the criminal who probably did something wrong. And it's just like, no, what's wrong? Like, I just don't know. It's like rape apologists or people that don't believe in rape culture. It's like, those are very real things, and they're very real for people who have survived sexual assault. Like, it's everywhere. It's kind of disgusting how everywhere it is, actually, because people can joke about rape without batting an eye, but it's like, no, but that's a real thing that people fear. It's like, you know, what is it? There's like a statistic, 4 out of 5 women end up getting sexually assaulted, like, by the time they reach college age, and that's just fucking insane. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, just went on a huge tangent, but yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's very real. It's probably not a movie for everyone. I mean, it won at Sundance, but of course it's not going to get an Academy Award. I was taking film noir over the summer, and my teacher brought up this movie, and he gave a good point about how this movie, I'm like in SF, this movie is like if you took people who were actual crackheads living in the Tenderloin and you film them being crackheads. Instead of finding actors to act like a crackhead, you get an actual crackhead to do it. And that's what pretty much this movie is. Like, they got real trans sex workers to be characters in a movie that's pretty much like their everyday life, almost, I guess. I mean, I don't really know. I don't know them personally or anything like that. I don't know their life stories, but it's definitely a good movie. It's definitely indie, character driven. I mean, there is drama. Like, even though Cindy was like, I won't cause any drama, there's definitely drama. And it all happened over the course of a day, like I said before. But it was really good. I mean, it was a good movie if you guys are into character driven stuff. Yeah, I went on like, I went on a little rant. I didn't mean to do that. But these are usually off the script. I don't really come up with what I want to say. Like, I have points, but I don't, like, they're not like written somewhere and I'm looking at them. But yeah, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. If you liked any of it or not, or leave comments. Yeah, ooh, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.